is noted Bollywood actor Swara Bhaskar. Swara, thank you very much for speaking to NDTV. My first question, is this Bollywood uniting a fight against a fake narrative? Would you call it a fight, the first big fight against a fake narrative?
Absolutely. I think Sanket, at the outset, I would like to clarify that I am not speaking as a spokesperson for any union or any production house or any of the people who have filed this defamation case. I speak in my individual capacity as an actor, as someone who has worked in Bollywood, in the Hindi film industry for the last 10 years. So just putting that out there first. I think it's a very welcome step, actually. I think that the kind of narrative that we have seen in the last few months that has been spun by many mainstream media channels, especially 2 or 3, I think that has been a very shameful sort of narrative. It's and what is actually scary about it is that a lot of what these channels have said are actually fake. They are false. A lot of the accusations are rank inaccurate, as we are seeing in the case of Riya Chakrabarti and the accusations that were made against her. Who knows what other fake accusations have been laid at the doorsteps of various individuals. I think that a lot of the sort of headlines that were run were sort of sensationalizing things that necessarily did not need to be sensationalized like that. I think that there was a lot of, how they say in Hindi, ki namak mirch laga ke. So I think that the television channels are actually doing the job of Bollywood by writing a screenplay of their own. But I must also add a very tacky and a very very tacky screenplay. So I think it's a welcome move, and I think that also we should take note that a lot of people criticize Bollywood for being silent. A lot of people criticize Bollywood for not taking a strong enough stand. I do want to say that Bollywood is not a homogenous entity, but it is nice to see so many different production houses and unions. I'm really glad to see that the unions have also stepped up. The Producers Guild, the Producers Council, CINTA, which is the Actors Union, and the Screenwriters Association. As an actor, I'm very glad that CINTA is representing us, because actors are the ones who've been most maligned. Actresses, actually, female actors are the people who've been most maligned in this case. So it's nice to see this act of unity by Bollywood and by some of the biggest names of Bollywood, whether they're producers, directors, or heroes.
True. Now, Swara, this affidavit is against 4 journalists. Of course, what was done was perhaps the utterances were far more by way many more people. But again, this affidavit is against 4 people. I don't know what is going to happen as far as this affidavit is concerned, but do you think that this has the ability to serve as a deterrent?
Well, I hope so. I do hope so, because I think that I think we all agree, and any decent-minded, rational-minded person in this country today who's watching the news agrees that, and I'm sorry I'm saying this on a news channel, but some of your colleagues have really I think, crossed every limit of decency, every limit of decent social conduct, and frankly, every ethical code of journalistic practice. And what I find very interesting about this defamation case is that it's not seeking a gag order on any channel. That's interesting, right? It is only saying that the channels must be stopped from spreading defamatory and fake accusations and content about Bollywood, because it is affecting the livelihoods of people who are working there. And I would like to remind all your viewers that Bollywood is not just actors. I know that TV channels really, get off on showing salacious gossips about actors. But I would like to remind everyone that Bollywood employs lakhs and lakhs of people who are not actors and who don't earn in the brackets in which actors do. There are a lot of labor and laboring people that are employed by Bollywood. There are a lot of behind the scenes people, both on shoots, in pre-production and in post-production, all of whom are being tarnished by this. Bollywood has gone through a very, very hard, all film industries and media industries, entertainment industries across languages have gone through a very hard time in the pandemic. We're barely recovering from that. This whole sort of slander campaign of the last 3-4 months has not helped. And I find it very interesting that really all this defamation case seeks to do is to remind 2 channels especially, but in general, all the media channels, that it really seeks to remind them of what the program code of the cable TV and Network Act is. So I find it a little strange that we're at that place as a society and as a news producing and news consuming society where we need the judiciary to intervene and remind channels of what their code of conduct is and how they must behave. I find that interesting, to say the least.
Oh, yes, it is. It is definitely interesting, amusing, and also a matter of great shame, I would say, for someone from this fraternity. But final question, Swara, and this I've been advertising ever since the beginning of the show. You think the time is now come when actors and producers cannot remain apolitical? They just can't do that. So you have to have a position when you're an actor.
Again, in my personal capacity, I have always felt that there is nothing like apolitical. I think I feel that term is a misleading term. I think I come from an understanding where I feel that all art is political, and I think that all of us sometimes unwittingly take political positions. I don't think Bollywood has been apolitical in that sense ever. I mean, I would like to remind everyone that this is one of the industries where your earliest writers and directors and many actors came from the progressive movement, the progressive theatre movement, the progressive writers movement. This is an industry where one of our top lyricists, Majrooh Sultanpuri, spent almost a year and a half in jail for writing a nazm against then Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, which he refused to apologize for. And then the then governor of Bombay actually had him jailed. And he spent time in jail and he refused to apologize. That is the political conviction that members of the film industry have shown in the past. And even through the years, there are many examples. I think what's happened in our current time is that what has changed, in my understanding, is that we have become very polarized in our political positions. And I think that the political discourse in general in the country, and the social discourse, the social media discourse in general, has become so toxic, so vicious, so vitriolic, that it just feels like there is a constant battle that is on. And again, I don't speak for anyone. I think that we must be a society that is able to listen to the views of people and not punish them for it. I think what tends to happen with Bollywood, and we have seen this in the case of Aamir sir, and what happened with his comments on intolerance with Shah Rukh sir, with many other actors. I mean, people like me or Richa Chadha or Shruti Seth, or so many of us. I mean, actually, there's lots of people, Anurag, Anubhav Sinha, so many of us have now begun to experience this very personally, is that when you take a position and you say something politically, immediately you have to face a backlash. And Bollywood is very vulnerable to public opinion. I mean, because we need, it's the public that is going to buy those tickets. And it's a very perception sensitive industry. So I think that one of the reasons why a lot of people in Bollywood don't want to wade into every debate is because they don't want their work and their films to be affected. I think that if we want more people in Bollywood to speak up, we just have to, as a society, be able to listen better and not punish people for their views, which is something that I don't think we have, which is a place we are nowhere close to. A lot of people, say, oh, Hollywood has Meryl Streep and, we have no Meryl Streep. I'm like, really? Would you allow Meryl Streep to survive here? Meryl Streep was able to stand on a stage and call out the president-elect of her country in a searing, scathing critique. Can any of us think of doing that and then feel safe? I think that's the question to ask ourselves.
Yeah, that's a very, very important and a big question. And I guess it's a good question to leave our viewers with. Swara has asked that question. So thank you very much, Swara. And that's a wrap in this edition of Left, Right and Centre. And that is actually a very important question. Are we anywhere close to that situation? Well, the honest answer is no. In fact, we are going back in time. Can we at least make the news media progressive? News television media, can it do the intended job that it is meant to do? Can the country at least expect this? That was the purpose behind this 1 hour broadcast. As many in the profession continue to message me and tell me, why are you talking about our own? Well, we have to. We have unfortunately become the news. Good night and goodbye.